Hey, everybody. I hope everyone is doing well. Um, Welcome to our first ever virtual concert. I apologize for the short delay just then, but I was checking the YouTube to be sure you could actually see me because this is brand new to me. As I imagine, this is brand new to a lot of us. Welcome to our first ever virtual winter concert. Um, if we have not had the pleasure to meet yet, either virtually or in person, my name is Josh Savanovich. I'm the director of bands here at Cedar Ridge High School in Hillsborough, North Carolina, and I'm excited to join you tonight from the high school. I'm actually in the high school, in the band room, in my office right now. And it's really nice to, I guess, not see everybody, but, to know you're out there. So that first piece was Christmas Fanfares, one part of the three sort of movement work by Mr. Todd Stalter, and that was our members of our virtual symphonic band. Now, tonight, you're going to see a variety of performances. You're going to see performances like that one by our large ensembles. You're going to see some small ensembles, and a lot of these were recorded in different ways. You'll see some using an a cappella app. You'll see some small groups that came to campus. You'll see some small groups that did within their own cohorts in their own house. So there's a lot of variety tonight. Now, I want to give a real big shout out to Mr. Milo Freiling, who helped edit all of the audio for the our large ensembles. Mr. Freiling spent some 51 hours editing audio files to create these performances that we're going to share with you guys tonight. He did the audio, and then I did the video on my end. Mr. Freiling asked that I mention that if you're interested in supporting him, you could follow his group. He plays piano in an Indian band, Cosmic Horizon. You can find them on Facebook at the link. Well, not the link, but you can't click on it. It's not a hyperlink, but you can follow them there. So just to give you a little bit really quick about how the students made these videos, they recorded themselves individually at home with listening to a play along track with a metronome, and then submitted that to me, and then I passed that on to Mr. Freiling, who then put it into a software and tried to align everything and edit everything. And that is incredibly time consuming and difficult. And as you can, there are some things that you just can't do via recording that we can do as if we were live. Can't really adjust intonation or tuning. It's hard to adjust balance, and you blend. So it was a big challenge, not only for us behind the scenes, but for our students who've never really been asked to do anything like that before. So throughout the course of the evening, as you hear a variety of different performances, I just want you to think about how much our kids had to overcome to share these things with you all tonight. And I'm beyond proud of the work that they've put in. So without further ado, I'm going to stop talking, and I'm going to let you guys listen a little bit more. So I hope you enjoy the next few pieces coming up.
Good evening. I'm Shannon Braxton. I'm the Director for Career Technical Education and for Cultural Arts. And I'm looking forward to tonight's concert by Cedar Ridge Bands. I just want to take this opportunity to wish you each a happy holidays. And I just want to say thank you so much to Mr. Sabanovich and to all the students that are performing tonight. I'm looking forward to the concert. Have a good evening.
Hello. Thank you for supporting the Cedar Ridge High School band concert tonight. We hope that you and your family enjoy and have a happy holiday season.
Good evening, Cedar Ridge High School students, parents, staff members, and community members. I'm Dr. Carlos Ramirez, your principal. Welcome to our winter concert. Our students and staff members have worked very hard to put this program together under unique circumstances. A special thanks to our students for putting in all the time, and to our staff members, Mr. C, for the many hours of work making this possible. Hope you all enjoy the show. It's going to be excellent. May you and your families have a wonderful, safe, and blessed holiday.
All right. So we take a second now to thank members of our school administration and our district for continuing to support us and to support the arts throughout all of this crazy, crazy time. I believe I saw Dr. Dawson in the chat. Dr. Dawson, thank you for being here. Any other members of our board or of our district leadership, thank you all for being here tonight, but also for all you're doing to show that you support us, the teachers, and the students in the arts as we continue to make music in new and varying ways. And one of those new ways that we have started to make music recently is by bringing small cohorts of students to campus to safely perform outside. Now that does have, of course, interesting set of challenges with it, right? The musicians' PPE, which includes masks and bell covers. By the way, again, thank you so much to the district for supplying that to us. We are very grateful. It's interesting to play in them. If you could, you could ask some of the students. It's a little challenging with the way the flap works with the mask, and the bell covers changed intonation a little bit. So it's going to be a process as we're figuring all of this out. But it allows us to be together and to make music for the first time since March, really. And just that first time, just saying, all right, concert F, let's go. It was great. I hope the students that have come to campus have enjoyed the experience as well. And the more that we do this, the more we're going to learn about it. For example, the next two videos you see were recorded on subsequent days last week of two different small ensembles. And I learned a lot on the first day. I learned maybe not set up in the ground after it rained. As we were sinking into the grass, facing the sun was not a good idea. I also learned I needed to find some wind screens for the microphone so you could actually hear the children play and not just the wind. So it is a continuing adventure that I am just honored to be taking part in with the students as we find ways to tackle these things together. So these next two recordings, again, You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch, and then a trio of carols presented by two different chamber groups. To the first group, thank you for helping me figure out the things not to do so that it was a little bit smoother sailing with the second group. And the more we do it, just the more we're going to learn about it. So I hope you guys enjoy You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch, and then the Trio of Carols. The Trio of Carols is presented by a quartet of all freshmen that are in our wind ensemble. Shout out to Mr. Capps, who was their band director at A.L. Stanbeck. This last week was the first time since they were eighth graders in his program that they were able to play together. And it was great to meet them finally, and it was great to hear them play. I will note that you may have to adjust your volume a little bit because of the wind factor. So have your volume remote ready. Here we go. All right. So the next piece is a selection by our Jazz Ensemble 2. So it's our second Jazz Ensemble group. Typically, our groups meet before school. Jazz 1 meets on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Jazz 2 meets on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We're still meeting Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday, and we're meeting for about 35, 40 minutes in each of those. So it's been very interesting the way we have been running our rehearsals, and I thought maybe I'd give you a little bit of an insight. So obviously, well, maybe not obviously, but maybe you don't know, but Zoom doesn't really support making live music. We tried it once or twice just for fun. It sounds like what you would imagine a dryer full of old like MP3 players would sound like if they were all playing different songs and the dryer was going. It's about that kind of crazy. You just can't adjust. You can't make it work. So the students are all in the Zoom call on mute while I share my screen and play along. We play along with the recording on my end, whether that be warm-ups or actual pieces of music. So a lot of the actual analysis of how the students are playing is happening either by the student themselves, or it's happening through them sending me individual recordings, or through live Zoom lessons that we've started doing in the last couple of weeks. So it really puts a lot of the onus on the student to develop a more critical ear, which is a very important skill that all young musicians need to work on. And it's a challenge to talk about ensemble awareness when you can't hear anybody else. But the students have been largely responsible for listening to what they're supposed to sound like on the recording, listening to what they're playing, and adjusting accordingly. And I've been very proud of the work they've been doing. So this next selection is Deck the Halls by Jazz Ensemble 2. Dead air. Trying to click all the buttons at once. One of the things I started doing, just on a tangent, because if you've ever met me before or sat in this band room, tangents are kind of one of the things I'm well known for. But one of the things that I started doing over the break was watching Frasier. It's one of the things I did over the summer. The reason being is I've really gotten into this YouTube channel, Binging with Babish, because it involves pop culture and cooking, which are two things that I absolutely adore. Shout out to the band kids who definitely got me into Binging with Babish. Anyway, he talks about Frasier all the time. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to watch Frasier. And now I'm aware of that thing, dead air, where you're live and there's nothing happening. So I'm trying to monitor all this as quickly and effectively as I can. So the next thing that you're going to see is going to be another a cappella video, like the percussion ensemble one before. This is another percussion ensemble a cappella featuring two of our freshman percussionists, Cypress and Charlie, and then one of our sophomore percussionists, Zach, and myself as well, which is, it's been fun to actually get to make music with the students. But I want to be sure to thank our band boosters because they helped fund us to purchase a subscription to the a cappella app, which is allowing us to do things of this nature. It's also allowing us to do work with chamber ensembles, which you'll see later in the broadcast, and I'll chat more about that in a little while. Speaking of our band boosters, I did want to mention that one of our primary funds and funding efforts involves our concerts. And we didn't want to charge for this. We wanted to be able to share everything that the kids were doing with everybody. But if you are at all interested in helping us out with funding in some way, we would be honored to receive any donations that you might be willing to make. You could either visit our PayPal account by going to our band website, or you could send a check directly to the school, made out to Cedar Ridge or Sierra HS Band Boosters. The boosters help supply things to the students, bring in clinicians, buy music, and just generally help support the students. So if that's something that you're able to do, we would really be appreciative of it. And I know there are a lot of people that have, this time of year, that there's a lot of need. So I appreciate you considering it and just keeping us just in your thoughts about that. So anyway, without further ado, I wanted to go ahead and play our next selection, which is Somewhere in My Memory, another percussion ensemble quartet, and from Home Alone, which is one of my very favorite holiday movies, and this is one of my very favorite pieces. I hope you enjoy. Maybe you can see in that video, I actually still was wearing my armband from giving blood that day, which I think was last Friday. A quick shout out to Nurse Pepin, who let me come back to teach class after that, but she's also been really instrumental in helping us plan to have students in the building and how to do this safely. She and I were just talking about PPE today. She's put a lot of time in with other members of our administration about measuring classrooms and just getting the right size and space for spaces and everything. And so I want to just take a quick moment to shout out to Nurse Pepin. Thank you for all you do for the band and for all of us. So I promised to the band students a few surprises. All right. Here's the first one. Okay. In honor of memory, I thought we'd go here.
Hi guys, my name is Rihanna Brookso. I graduated in 2019 and I was in the wind ensemble for 4 years. I know it's been a rough year, but you guys got this. Trust me, it's something you want to stick with. I can't wait to see you guys in person.
What's up, guys? It's Caitlin, back at it again. I know you missed me. I missed you too. And I love every single one of y'all. But anyways, getting to the topic. I just want to let you guys know that I miss you guys. I love you guys all. Those of you that don't know me, I graduated last year, and now I'm a freshman at UNC Charlotte. I'm wreaking havoc down here, and for you seniors, I just want to give you a little word of encouragement. You guys are doing great. You're pushing through. I know it sucks, but everything happens for a reason. Something's going to come out of this just for you guys. For you freshmen, I'm also a freshman, so we're going through this change together. This online world is different. It's weird. But I just want to let you guys know that I got your back. If you ever need anything, just give me a little call. And P.S., wish me luck on finals, because I have not taken an exam since sophomore year of high school. Somehow I got
Hey guys, it's Connor. I just wanted to say have a good concert tonight and happy holidays. Bye.
Hey guys, it's Maddie. I know this year has been anything but normal, but I'm so glad you guys have decided to stick with Mr. C and the band. It's an amazing way to keep and bring people together. I know from experience, band creates friendships to last a lifetime, and it's more than just a program, it's a family. So happy holidays, Red Wolves.
Hey everyone, my name is Claire Hernandez. I graduated from Cedar Ridge High School in 2016. I played the tenor saxophone and marching band and the contrabass, clarinet, and concert band. I was also the triumph president, the band president, and the woodwind captain. And I just wanted to reach out to you all and say congratulations for making it through the fall semester. This year has been completely wild, I know, but you all have been such troopers. I've heard so many great things about the amazing work that you've been doing, and I just wanted to say I'm so proud of you. Congratulations.
Happy Hanukkah! Happy And Merry Christmas, guys. Have a good holiday.
Hey guys, I just wanted to say hi to Cedar Ridge Bands. It's been a crazy time and a crazy semester, but you guys are sticking through it, and it's going to be a great concert. Maybe not the most conventional one, but it'll definitely be a great one. For those of you who know me, I'm Kyle Wilson. For those of you who don't, I'm Kyle Wilson. I went to Cedar Ridge 6 years ago, would have been my freshman year. Boy, was it a time. It was a great 4 years of my life, and it's kind of hard to get that full experience given today's circumstances, but keep it up. Don't quit. It's a lot of fun.
Hey everyone, my name's Kaylin Campbell. I graduated from Cedar Ridge in 2019 and I'm now a sophomore at UNC. Band was pretty much what kept me sane in high school. I was in wind ensemble, symphonic band, marching band, and I joined jazz too senior year just for the heck of it. But I know that this year has been really, really tough, especially since I know that the freshmen haven't even been able to set foot in the band room to play yet this year. So I know that music education has been really, really difficult to find motivation to keep going and find ways to stay involved. I personally am not doing band this semester here just because it was too hard to keep up with since we weren't having in-person practices. But I know that y'all will keep doing amazing things, and just remember that eventually you'll end up back in person, and I hope to see some amazing concerts from y'all in the future.
Hi, my name is Cameron Garris. I'm the band director up in Roxborough, North Carolina at Percussion High School. But most importantly, I student taught at Cedar Ridge during the spring 2019 semester before I graduated from UNCG. Just wanted to reach out and say happy holidays and hope everybody's staying safe. See ya.
Hello, my name is Jalen Pettiford, and I am a 2020 Cedar Ridge Band alumni thing, I guess. I don't know, COVID-19 has kind of messed up my whole perspective of life in general, but I wish you all the best of luck in your upcoming virtual band concert. I'll be sure to listen to it, and I'm so excited to hear what Cedar Ridge has to offer this year. And I know it's going to be great, even though it's been a crazy year, trust. We all know how crazy of a year it's been, but I know y'all worked hard and y'all tried your best to make this year as normal as possible, even though it's kind of hard to do, right? But I wish y'all the best. Good luck.
Hi everybody, my name is Carmen Johnson. I graduated 2019 and I'm currently a sophomore at NC State. I've played in both wind ensemble and I played in the marching band all 4 years, so band was kind of a huge part of my life in high school. I know it's been really difficult lately with not being able to show up to school in general, but especially in a band environment that's very, very difficult to try and play when you can't even be around each other. But I'm sure this concert's going to be great, and I look forward to hearing from you all in the future in person.
So I know some of the people on that video are actually watching right now because I see them in the chat. So thank you guys for participating in that. It was really great to hear from everybody. I didn't give them much time because it didn't occur to me to have you do that. But to the current students, I just want to let you know that you are a part of something bigger than just yourself or just the 4 years you're here at Cedar Ridge High School. We're a part of a tradition that goes back to 2002. That Miss Quigley started. Miss Hughes Ball now, and I've just been honored to continue for the last 7 years. And so I hope that you guys know that this is an exciting thing to get to be a part of, and it's worth sticking with and fighting for. So the next piece is another one from our freshman quartet, and one of the things that we did this year with help from our band boosters was to join a consortium of other bands organized by Mr. Josh Potter, who's the director of bands at Providence High School in Charlotte, to commission 4 composers to write chamber pieces that were shorter in nature and could be performed by a variety of ensembles, regardless of the instrumentation, because we knew back in the summer that this fall was going to be different, and we had to adjust accordingly. So you'll hear one movement of the suite for dance miniatures, a suite of dance miniatures, the Paso Doble by this group, and then in a little while later you'll hear another movement that is recorded completely differently. So hope you guys enjoy the Paso Doble, and then we have a solo performance by Mr. Eli Rockland. Enjoy. All right. Well done. Well done, everybody. So, coming up, we have a performance of Comfort and Joy by Jazz Ensemble 1. But before we do, I have another surprise. And this one just isn't for the students. It's actually for Dr. Ramirez. When we were in a faculty meeting and via Zoom, and I was chatting about and telling folks, hey, you should come to the concert and live stream it with us. Dr. Ramirez asked if we would be performing his very favorite carol. And I said, well, what's your favorite carol, sir? He said, The Little Drummer Boy. And it dawned on me that nowhere in our programming did we have The Little Drummer Boy. Well, just so happens, I kind of went to school for that. And though my chops are not nearly what they were 12 years ago, using the Acapella app, I was able to put something together. So Dr. Ramirez, this is my my holiday gift to you, sir, and to everybody else. I hope you enjoy Little Drummer Boy, followed by Comfort and Joy by Jazz Ensemble 1.
Little baby, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum.
Too soon.
I played my drum for him, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum. I played my best for him, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum, rum-pa-pum-pum, rum-pa-pum-pum.
All right. For some reason, I think I clicked the wrong button and I I skipped the cutoff. No. Well, I knew something was going to go wrong, and if that was it, my apologies. If you'd like, email me and I'll send you the direct link to that. All right. A couple of just real quick shout outs and notes. Again, I definitely want to give it out. Yeah, I want to just again another shout out to the kids. Talking with some of the other band directors, we've all been discussing about how much we've learned about how to do all of this stuff. And one of the things is, that's a piece that playing in person is, would not be that intimidating for that group. But when you're trying to line all this stuff up and learn it all independently, it's asking a lot of them. So again, to all the student musicians that are playing tonight, just like they overcame a lot to put this together and to get these recordings in. So thank you. Also, quick shout out to the parents who have been listening to these sounds coming from your house. And I imagine all hours of the evening, because I get timestamps when the students submit these things. So I understand that there's probably some very late night playing going on. And if you are a parent of a middle school student learning a band instrument, bless you, keep them engaged, all right? They have the best middle school band directors guiding them along the way, and they're going to get the information they need, and it's going to be worth it. All right. I know that when you listen to like a 6th grade oboe or a 6th grade French horn, you must think to yourself, "There's no way. Like I have to call Music and Arts and sell this back to them." But I promise it's worth the wait. All right. Quick shout out to my kids at home. I hope you practiced piano today because you have a lesson next week. But I caught him off guard now. All right, so moving right along, our next performance is another chamber ensemble. This one is comprised of members of our wind ensemble, and they submitted it via the a cappella app. And then we will follow that up with a trio performance by Sophie and Serena Dyring, who are two of our seniors, as well as their little sister Naomi Dyring, who is a horn player in the 8th grade band at A.L. Standback. So I hope you enjoy the Gigue from Suite of Miniature Dances and Coventry Carol. Okay, great job. All right, so we are nearing the end of the evening, but before we get to our final performances, I have a gift from me to you, the students. Um, I've said this a number of times, and I'm going to continue saying it. It is an honor to be your band director and to be here with you guys every day. Any alumni that were here my first year starting here, that when I was meeting parents, and they said, "What is my plan for Cedar Ridge?" The thing I said was, "My number one plan is to not screw anything up," because the as I was saying earlier, there's a lot of pride and there's a legacy of just extremely solid and just wonderful music making. So I'm grateful to you guys for allowing me to continue being a part of that tradition and a part of that family. So thank you guys. So here is my gift to you guys on this, the last night of Hanukkah. Schmelf, the Hanukkah Elf. By Greg Wolf, illustrations by Howard McWilliam. Up at the North Pole, covered in snow, you'll find Santa's workshop, as most of you know. But no one can do all that work by themselves, so helping him out is his army of elves. The most unsung elves of those who exist are the elves that are in charge of checking the list. They all work so hard down to the last elf. The newest of them was a fellow named Schmelf. Schmelf didn't spend time playing merry elf games, but sat in his cubicle staring at names. His job was to check through Santa's list twice to see whether kids had been naughty or nice. Schmelf loved what he did, but as Christmas drew near, he looked at his list and he cried out, "Oh dear!" He'd found many children who had been quite good, but they wouldn't receive presents, though it seemed that they should. He ran like a flash to see the head elf, who smiled and said, Now, calm yourself, Schmelf. Of course you didn't know, since you're still quite newish, but the kids on this list are actually Jewish. They don't celebrate Christmas, but that's fine, you see. They celebrate Hanukkah, their own jubilee. It won't be dear Santa that brings them a gift, but their mommies and daddies. Do you get my drift? Schmelf returned to his desk. His mind was quite shaken. Kids with no Christmas? He must be mistaken. So later that night, careful not to be missed, he snuck off to visit a house on the list. Schmelf peered in and wondered, could this be right? There wasn't a tree or a stocking in sight. Instead, he saw menorahs with candles so thin and children giving their dreidels a spin. There was gelt, chocolate coins wrapped up in gold foil, and latkes frying in pans filled with oil. As Schmelf saw, there were presents, one for each night. His elfish eyes gleamed as he squealed with delight. Schmelf listened as Mom told the Hanukkah story of the Maccabees' battle for Israel's glory, and though the brave soldiers won their great fight, their temple had oil for just one more night. But once they'd set the oil ablaze, a miracle happened. It lasted 8 days. Hey, now I get it, Schmelf said with a grin. Hanukkah's awesome. I'm totally in. He raced back north and went straight to the boss, the big man himself, good old Santa Claus. Schmelf exclaimed his discovery, this holiday grand, and when he was done, Santa held up his hand. Good Schmelf, chuckled Santa. It fills me with joy to see how you care for Jewish girls and boys. It shows me that you are much more than a clerk, and so I will task you with this special work. Hanukkah is a time for family and song, for joy and tradition. It's where you belong. I've decided, at Hanukkah you'll travel the world, bringing magic and joy to each boy and each goyle. Santa gave Schmelf clothes of white and of blue, the colors of Hanukkah. This much Schmelf knew. And a sleigh that could soar straight through the air with a Jewish reindeer by the name of Asher. Now you good Jewish kids, for 8 nights each December, Schmelf will come visit, well, some years in November. He'll make sure your latkes are crispy and thin, your menorahs burn brighter, and your dreidels, they win. If there's one special gift that you'd like this year, tell Schmelf. He'll whisper in Mom or Dad's ear. He'll do what he can to nudge them that way in the hopes that the present brings cheers of hooray! To reward Schmelf and Asher for all their goodwill, you can leave out some gelt and a nice kosher dill. What a magical Hanukkah, you'll think to yourself. See you next year. Schmelf the Hanukkah elf. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed that. That's been a Hanukkah staple at our house the last couple of years since we discovered that book. So since it's late, Ben and Henry, consider that your bedtime story. All right, because we'll light the candles when I get home. It'll be fine. So happy Hanukkah to everybody. All right. As we approach the end of the evening, we started something of a tradition last year where we played something that was a bit unexpected for a winter concert. Something that was of more of like the pop soundtrack genre. Some of you may remember there may have been a Jedi on stage who was painfully ill. I don't know. It's all a little hazy still, but I was thinking that we wanted to do something similar to that this year. And I started thinking about a variety of things, and then the right thing finally dawned on me, that it should be something that we could include everybody from both bands, and that's something that I thought was a little bit meaningful. And the thing that kept popping to my mind is, even though we're apart and we're separated, by coming together for something, we can get through anything, and we'll get through this. So this next song, this next piece is by members of both our concert ensembles, and I hope you're ready. All right, this brings us to the end of the evening. I just want to say again, thanks so much for tuning in and for being here. I want to say thanks again to all the kids, to the parents. I want to say thanks to the administration at the school and at the district for supporting us in all of this. I want to say thanks to my fellow band directors in Orange County schools. We have all learned a lot in the last couple of months, even in the last couple of weeks, about StreamYard and editing and iMovie and Movie Maker. And we're very lucky to be in a district where we all are given the Okay. Hi. Are you guys back? Can you see me? Ah, my whole computer just shut down. So if you're still here, thank you for being here. I see that we've definitely lost some people, but I cannot believe almost 90, like 80 people stuck around. All right. I'm going to stop talking now because this is clearly the universe giving me the playoff exit music. Okay. So without further ado, because nobody's here to hear me talk, please enjoy Sleigh Ride. Thank you so much for being here. I've had a blast. Teachers, if you're watching outside tomorrow, the building, noon, be there. We have a surprise for you. Happy holidays, everybody. All right, wave at the camera. Bye. Keep waving at the camera because I got to go to both screens. Bye. Yay. Some of you look so upset. Yay. Where's the stop button? Yay.